This meeting is being recorded.
Yo, brother, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I got you.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
I got you now. Yeah, you can hear
Okay,
me?
I can't hear you. Hang on.
Okay. Wait a
No, but
second.
I see you talking. I think it's the issue on my end. Okay, wait. Hello?
Hello?
Why can't I hear you? What is going on? Hello? Test, test, test. Right, I think I can hear you now.
Yo,
Yo, there we go. There we go.
are these connected? Oh no, these aren't even connected.
No, I think it's the issue on my end. My headphones are being weird. You can
Alright,
hear
all
me
good,
now.
bro. All good, all
Alright,
good.
sweet. How's it going, bro?
It's
What are you
going good, man. It's going good. Got
doing?
another couple of clients. Need to learn how to do ads. Or not,
Good.
yeah,
Nice.
ads, all that jazz.
Okay, wait. So how many clients have you signed? How much cash did you collect? What does the offers kind of look like?
I've collected $6,000.
US or CAD?
It's like a mix. Actually,
Oh,
it would be
okay.
it would be 6.6 CAD.
What is that? Like five something US?
Um,
5.9?
yeah,
What is that?
something like that.
Something like that. Nice, nice. Over how
Yeah,
much?
man.
Like a week?
Pardon me?
Like over the span of like a week?
Yeah, just over the course of getting those clients sorted out.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fire.
man, it's pretty good.
Nice. I was just talking
Doing
to a
good.
guy who I was actually just talking to a guy who was in a different market and he had a 66% ABR in the ABR from cold calling in the
Really?
in the Kuwait market. You know what Kuwait is?
Wait, Q8 like Kuwait? Q8?
Yeah, it's like I think it's how you spell it. It's like country Kuwait.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, he's in that market for roofing. He hit 10K in like 2 weeks with zero
What?
prior experience. Yeah, because he made like 77 cold calls or something and had like a 66% ABR. And
Holy shit.
yeah, it's crazy.
What was the script he was using?
Bro, I don't even know. I need to
What the fuck was he doing? Well,
I don't know.
I just switched into roofing.
Okay.
Here's his last client I signed is a roofing company, and it was the first roofing company I've ever spoken to. I signed them instantly. I was like,
Nice.
okay, that's gotta be something.
Yeah, you
And then
got
I
that
was like,
momentum.
talking to other people, and they're like, yeah, remodeling, it's good if you're good at it, but
I
the
will say
problem, oh
I
shit,
will
my computer's
say
frozen.
I'll
Yeah,
say
but the problem with it is it's half the time these construction companies and remodelers don't want kitchen and bathroom remodels. They're just taking them because they can get them. They want bigger jobs, just less of them. And so I realized I was like, remodeling itself isn't like niched down enough, anyways, which is why you can get way better results for people like when you're launching roofing ads, because you're only advertising roofing placements, right?
yeah, you are. Well, you'll get like some people like who need repairs or replacements.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I will say they're actually pretty similar in my experience, like roofing and
Okay.
remodeling, especially when it comes to service delivery. You can get like really good results for bathroom remodeling, like not a problem.
Oh no, no, that's less of like you can get good results, but like
Yeah.
when you're trying to sell the course, half the time these remodeling and construction guys you're talking with, they want bigger jobs than remodeling.
Mm.
At least that's
Every
my
every
experience.
contractor wants roofing jobs. That's like just
Exactly.
because
So
it's the quickest money and yeah.
yeah, it's just a way easier sell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%. But the problem with that, the caveat is since it's a way easier to sell, they've been ran through by other marketing agencies and a lot of them get
True,
scammed. And so you got to learn how to overcome that when selling them because you're running the
true.
objection a fuck ton. Um,
Yeah. Well, dude, I started doing this guarantee
Hmm.
Because Remo told me to do it, and because that's how they did like 15K in 2 weeks. He was
Nice.
just like, yo, for your guarantee, instead of just offering the money back, offer to pay the ad spend out of pocket as well, because no one does that. And then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
shit. It's like,
that's
okay,
fucking huge. Yeah. Did you
they're
offer that?
I offered these guys that, and they're like, that is a really good fucking deal.
Yeah, that is huge. I haven't done that simply because honestly just haven't done that. It actually will probably work if you write did you write the contract right, like correctly?
Yeah, it just says, hey, if you do not get
Yeah.
10 estimates, not jobs, estimates, and you have not called up every qualified estimate that
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
provided, then you're not eligible for the
Yeah.
for the
Yeah, that's
yeah.
actually pretty good. Yeah. I actually might run that. I haven't done that
Dude,
simply
run that
because
shit because the first client, first that these
I know,
guys,
bro. They
first cold,
love that offer. They love it.
these guys are the first sales call I had since fucking whenever.
Uh-huh.
First roofing guys, and I just pitched them. And there were also two chicks. Keep in mind, so like they're
Nice.
just generally frugal.
Yeah.
So they're like actually chicks like to spend money, but like they're pretty
Yeah.
new. They're like a newer company.
Okay.
So like, and they were still like, this is way too good of a deal to pass up. Because I asked them, I'm like, what made you kind of, what was it?
Yeah.
Just oh, it was the guarantee.
Nobody else
Like
is doing that, bro. I don't know what
yeah,
other agency is doing that.
yeah,
Yeah, the reason is because when you're just starting out, which most agents, which usually who you're competing against, just newbies, who just start their agency. Most of them don't have the knowledge or the money to run an
be
offer
able
like
to
that.
offer that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, my
But it's
thing is
it's
just
really just
like,
the knowledge though, because you actually can't fail with that, especially if you write the contract correctly. Are they calling the
yeah,
leads or are you?
I'm calling the leads.
Okay. So you're calling the leads, but you say in the contract that they have to answer.
Yeah, if I've provided all these leads and they've canceled on any of them or they haven't,
Oh, you mean
said,
estimates,
yeah,
like
estimates.
appointments. Okay, okay. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. So if they haven't been to every appointment,
Yeah.
then okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah,
If I've scheduled shit and like it's been in their calendar and they've been able to do it, then it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd probably run a done with you service with that offer where it's like you put in the contract that if they don't call the lead like if they don't call the lead within like X amount of time, every single one, and don't follow up with every single one, then they refund you. But regardless though, you can still definitely deliver on that. It's very easy.
Because I did at the end of the day, it's 10.
It's what?
It's only 10 estimates. Like
Oh, 10
that's
estimates.
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty easy.
super doable, right?
Yeah, and roofing, right?
And roofing, 10 roofing
Yeah,
estimates.
that's very easy. What's the market? What
It's
state is
awesome.
Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
That should, yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be too of an issue. That's actually a bit of a competitive market, I would say, but a lot of people say it doesn't work. I usually I've had like 3 or 4 clients in Austin, and some in Dallas as well, and I actually do really well on them. Like the hard markets for me for roofing are North Carolina, Georgia. Those are the two fucking hardest ones. I just haven't. I've been
Have
able
you
to.
had to refund? Have you had to refund anyone?
In Georgia, yeah. In Georgia, yeah. Well, actually, I didn't really refund them, to be honest. I just like I was fully transparent with them. I'd be like, and to be fair, I was. They just didn't ask for a refund. If they asked, I would have given it to them. But it's like
Yeah.
I was fully transparent. I was like, bro, I'm literally like, dear client, I am trying my absolute hardest. I'm staying up 24/7, hours on end to try and crack this market. I was like fully transparent with them, and they like appreciated the honesty and everything, so they didn't ask for a
Yeah.
refund. But I just haven't been able to crack it. I've even been asking like Leighton and some other guys as well in this space. And
Are they also like they've got it down for service delivery?
yeah, of course, yeah. Some other guys I know that run like marketing agencies. in the roofing space. I've been asking them, and even they say like headphones. Sorry, I
Yeah.
just plugged my headphones. But no, I even asked them, and they were like they even have hard times like cracking the Georgia market. Um, which is
Okay, so
interesting. One
stay out
thing,
of Georgia.
yeah, I would try. I try to now stay out of Georgia. One thing I will say though is financing offers usually work best in the Georgia market. Um, I didn't, I haven't tested it, but that's what I've heard. People,
True.
Georgia, and it's funny because I used to live in Georgia, so I kind of understand the market.
Are
But
you from Georgia?
no, I'm from Oregon,
Oh, true.
West Coast, yeah. But my family moved to Georgia when I was like 18, so I lived
All
there
right
for
on.
about like a year, yeah. But yeah, financing offers work well in Georgia, like zero down and stuff. But yeah, but yeah, bro. What can I okay, so what can I specifically help you about service delivery the most? So like I can like help you out like the most. Like what do you need help the most so I can really like help you out?
I just need to know how to set everything up
Okay.
in the way that you set it up so I can deliver so I can deliver on my guarantees,
Okay.
right? I'm just looking just to learn just a generally like a good baseline as
Okay.
to how to do it and then what I need to be paying attention to like over the course of the month. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I can clearly see there's a problem here. I can see there's a problem here, XYZ, because I don't know too much about it. I'm only going, okay, if the cost per lead is really fucking high, then there's probably an issue or something like that. Or,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. I
there's something like
understand. I understand.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read the actual the data
The
that
metrics.
the
Yeah.
metrics, yeah, the metrics that Facebook provides,
Okay.
nor do I know how to set everything up.
Okay,
In
okay.
terms
When you say set everything up, what do you mean? Like
actually build out an ad campaign.
the campaign. Okay, got you. Okay. And okay, so build out an ad campaign, look at the metrics, and then when it comes to go high level, do you understand that? Like how all that works
Yes.
on
The only thing I need to know is how you go about setting up domains and linking up um, the already built out landing pages with ads.
Okay, that's easy. Yeah, that's easy. But everything else, everything other than that, you know how to do.
For the most part, yeah, in the high level, because it's just filling out, at least from my understanding, it's just filling out custom values,
Yeah.
and then because everything's already built out. So once the
Yeah, pretty
custom,
much. I gave you that
once,
snapshot, right?
yeah, yeah, I have the
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
snapshots.
that snapshot is literally like that's literally you just need to fill in those custom values. Yeah,
Yeah, and then there's
easy.
like a couple things on there that I don't know. Like there's like the pixel ID and other stuff
Okay,
in
I'll show
and
you
that I
that as
need to
well.
know what those are and where to find all that info.
Okay. Yeah, let me okay, got you. So first thing let's go over is let me close all my tabs here. First thing let's go over is setting up everything with Facebook. Now
Because I need the reason I called you today is just because like I also need to launch a campaign tomorrow.
okay. So let's set one up live together actually. You want to do that?
Yeah, I figured that would probably be the best way to do it.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah.
Because I can just share my screen, you can take control of it, and then
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
just watch
so
how it
before we
goes.
do that though, before we do that, I'm gonna kind of
Yeah,
show you because I actually like made a video about this for like a course I used to have. I still have it, but it's not anywhere. But
sure.
let me actually share this. So it's like it's kind of like a layout. It's kind of like a roadmap, a map of like my service delivery like SOP, you call it, like pretty much how to set up an ad campaign. So
Okay.
it's a Miro board. Let me show you. Okay, can you see that?
Yes. Also, are you able to send me the? Actually, I can just record it on my computer as well.
I can send you the recording. That's not a problem.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But okay, so the first step you can see here is defining your KPIs. And so I put down here like a $50 cost per lead is a good like first of all, you know what a KPI is?
Yeah, It's
Key
like the
performance
stand. It's like the
indicator.
standards that you're trying to the standards
Exactly.
you're trying to hit. I can't remember what it actually stands for.
Key performance indicator. Yeah. Some fancy word, but that's pretty much it. Yeah. It's like this. Yeah. So you know the KPIs. So for the contractor niche,
So you
for
broke up there. I missed the last like 10 seconds of what you're saying.
oh, sorry. Can you? It's a key performance indicator, KPI.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. And so a $50 cost per lead is a good baseline for the contractor niche. I like to usually run by with my system at least. I run like landing pages and things like that. Um, but I usually see around a $50 cost per lead is a good baseline. Now keep in mind you'll get sometimes way less, like 10, 20, or sometimes you'll get a bit more, right?
Mhm.
Depending on the market. But yeah, like it says here, it's if it's tough area, anything below like a $90 cost per lead is good. If it's tough area, like it totally just depends on the market. What determines your KPI is the market, and how to actually like find KPIs are you run so many ads in so many different markets that when you get a new client in, let's say Texas, you're like, okay, cool. I have had two clients in Texas, and or I know someone who ran Texas ads, and they tell me that they usually get leads for about like $70 using like this certain ad angle and like these landing pages. So that's the like KPI for that. So it depends on the market, but I like to say $50 is a good kind of baseline KPI. You want it around there for most markets. Um, so yeah, that's step number one is define your KPIs. And that's like before you even start reading the metrics, you got to understand your KPIs. So like that's step number one, knowing what is a good KPI for cost per lead and specifically. Um, and cost per appointment. So same for cost per appointment. Good cost KPI for cost per appointment is like around $100, around there, maybe it's sometimes 120, 100 to
That's the
$120.
That's the baseline, or that's it in Texas.
That's like a good baseline most of the time.
Okay, $100.
Yeah. But yeah, does that all kind of make sense that the first step, like define your KPIs? Do you understand why that's kind of important? Because if you don't, then like you'll have no kind of
You've got no gauge on why you're spending the amount of money.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. You have nowhere, you got to figure out where you want to go first and where
Yeah,
you plan to go first before you get there. So
yeah.
that's step number one, define your KPIs. You want to define cost per lead and then cost per appointment, depending on the market. But yeah, the second step is understanding the 8 metrics I like to call that really only matter. And so this will probably help you out a fuck ton if you don't
Yeah,
understand the
it
metrics.
definitely will.
Yeah. So number two here, so budget and amount spent, right? So these are freaking obvious. The
Yeah, that's
There's a
just the
budget
amount
and
of money
spend.
that's gone into that specific ad.
Exactly, exactly. So CPM is also kind of obvious. It's cost per thousand impressions. So how much it costs you to get 1,000 impressions, right?
Sure.
And so
And impressions, are those interactions, or are those just people who have seen it?
impressions are those who have seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. So an impression is those who have seen it. Let me actually check the number of times your ads were on a screen. That is the official definition.
True.
Yeah. And so that's cost per thousand impressions, pretty straightforward. What I usually see is in the contractor niche, anywhere from like around maybe like 30, $40 around there, around like $30, I would say, um, is a good like kind of baseline for like CPM. Um, let me actually, yeah, I'd say around like 20, 30,
30,
20
only
to,
$30 for CPM?
yeah, around like 20 to 40. It just depends on the market, obviously, but
Damn.
yeah, around there is usually good KPI for CPM, right? And then, so that's CPM. Around 20 to $40 is a good KPI for CPMs. Now let's go
Hmm.
click-through rate all. So click-through rate all is determines how good the creative and headline are performing. So that's click-through rate all. And so like it's pretty much like you want to, and I'll kind of get to this next, but I have a whole kind of thing where like we test the creatives first and the copy then the headline. You want to test each like section of the ad. You want to break down because if you break down an ad, all an ad really is all the elements of an ad is just the image, the creative, the copy, right? The actual shit they read, the headline, and then the landing page. It's balloons. But yeah, the landing page. Um, but yeah, like that's really, if you break it down, that's really like what an ad is. It has like 3 or 4 elements to it. So
Yeah.
how I run ad campaigns is I just break down each element of the ad and test it individually. Because the reason I do this and is because like let's say for example you run 4 completely different ads, right? And then one works. Okay, cool. Well, now you don't know why it works, right? You have no idea what works. You don't know if it's the creative or the
Yeah.
copy that works or the headline. But if you test each variable one by one in this specific process that I have, then you'll understand, okay, cool, this is working because I changed the creative, and that's the only thing that changed. You know what I mean? Or it's because I changed this copy, and that's the only thing I changed. I didn't change anything else but this copy, and then it started to work. Cool, that's why it's working the copy. So that's winning copy, right? So yeah, and the way you can tell how well things are doing is by looking at these metrics. And so the
So
click-through
how
rate,
does the CTR show which ones are doing well?
yeah.
Like in
So
terms of like what creative is doing well versus like how do you know it's the creative that's doing well versus the copy that's doing well?
yeah. So the CTR all is it shows how good the creative and headline are performing. And
Oh, sure.
the link click-through rate determines how well the copy is doing. Because usually how it goes is, right, the creative and the headline catch their attention, right? So like it makes them like stop their phone and like look at the ad, right? Due to
Right.
the creative and headline. And then usually they read the copy, and then if they read the copy, then they click on the link, and hence link click through rate determines how well the copy does. So like does that kind of answer your question? Like
Yes,
I'm trying to, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just trying to find
that makes
the
sense.
best way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. So the official definition of CTR all is the percentage of impressions where a click occurred out of the total number of impressions. So it's like out of 1,000 impressions, like 3% out of the thousand, 3% of them clicked on the ad, clicked on it.
Okay, so it's
Not,
going to show up as a percentage out of the CPM.
yes, exactly. It'll show up as a
Uh,
percentage. And not just like, by the way, Facebook tracks, I don't have my phone, it's over there, but like Facebook tracks like if you're like scrolling, you like you stop and then you like scroll down a bit, like they track that counts as a click. Or if they like click on the image, or if they click on like see more
or if they
on
zoom
the
in on
copy.
it, yeah,
Yeah, or
yeah.
if they zoom in, they track all that. And so you'll get that data. That's what you'll get.
And that counts as like CTR percentage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, click through rate. Oh, that's what you're seeing. That is the data when they stop and they see
Okay,
your
that's what
ad.
that is.
Yeah, so when they stop and they see your ad, you'll get that. You'll see that in the CTR all. And so that determines how that can tell you, okay, cool. If once they're stopping and seeing that and we're getting that data, we can now determine how well the creative is doing, right? Like because
You're
yeah,
only going to be stopping scrolling for a creative or a headline.
exactly. They aren't stopping and scrolling because they read the whole copy. No, that's not how it
Yeah,
works. They
exactly.
can't do that. Yeah, exactly. And so CTR all determines how good the creative and headline are performing. And a good KPI for this is 3% and above, I'd say is a pretty good KPI. Anything above the 3% is a solid. And I'll send you this recording, by the way. So like I'll
Okay.
like, yeah. But
Yeah, I was just like, I should be writing this down.
yeah. You can like rewatch it. You can also write it down if you want to. But yeah,
Rewatch it.
I'll send you all this. I'll also send you this like my report and everything.
Thank you,
But
dude.
yeah, CTR all 3% KPI is usually good. And anything above that is great, right? So that CTR that determines how well the creative and the headline are
Yeah.
performing. The CTR link click-through rate determines how well the copy is performing. In this one, anything above like a 1% and above is usually pretty solid. That's usually KPI. And that's kind of for like most things, most industries. But
Yeah, because
yeah,
most people aren't going to be clicking on the links. Like you're gonna, if you're
exactly.
running ads for a month and you get 40,000 impressions, if you get 30 leads out of that, like that's decent. At least so in my head.
Yeah. Wait. How many? Wait, do that again. Wait, say that again.
If you've gotten like 40,000 impressions
Uh-huh.
and and like 30 people have come through,
Uh-huh.
is that decent?
40,000, let's say your CTR or your CPM is like $30. So
I think that's what it was. I think that was roughly how much it was for the other guys that we set up that campaign for.
I think that is pretty decent. Actually, okay, so I'll just pull up a campaign right now. For my one
Regardless, yeah,
client,
it isn't. Regardless, it's all good. We keep going.
yeah, yeah. For one client,
We can pull a campaign up afterwards because I got to ask some questions about it as well. Anyways,
yeah, okay, yeah. We'll continue. So link click-through rate is
that's how
determines how
well
well
the
the
copy
copy
is.
is doing. Exactly. KPI is about 1%.
Okay.
And understand like it's link click through rate. Like so they read when you see an ad, usually you read the copy and then you click on the link, right? So that's why it's like determines how well the
Yeah.
copy does. So leads are obviously
Number of
obvious.
leads that are coming through.
Exactly. Cost per lead is I like to say North Star, right?
Yeah,
This cost
that's
per
the main
lead,
thing.
exactly. So cost per lead and cost per appointment as well. The reason this is North Star
Is there a
is
cost per
because
appointment?
you can add that. I'll show you how to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is North Star as well as cost per appointment is because if this cost per lead is doing good, if it is doing good, then literally nothing else matters. Like absolutely nothing else matters. The
Yeah,
click-through rate
true.
all does not matter. The CTR link click-through rate doesn't matter. CPMs don't matter. If you have like 30 leads, or if you're getting like a $10 cost per lead and you've gotten like 30 leads, but your CTR all is like 1%, oh well, it doesn't matter anymore. Because
Yeah,
what
you
matters is
still
the
get
North Star.
yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's the product that matters. You don't need to fix
Exactly.
the data. Doesn't have to look good if
Exactly.
you have the shit already in the bank.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And so I see so many guys that are like getting leads at a good cost per lead, but they're like, oh, but my CTR all could be way better. Let me like, bro, just leave it. Like you're getting leads.
Like, dude, do not touch it. Just
Yeah,
let it do its
exactly.
thing, and
Exactly.
it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So yeah, that's leads. That's the North Star. Cost per lead and the cost per appointment. And then form CVR is how good the form slash landing page is performing. So actually, this is a custom metric. I'll show you how to set all this up. But yeah, this determines how well the form and landing page is performing. Form CVR, show you how to set that up. But yeah, these are really the only 8 metrics that really only matter. And so I'll show you how to set up these metrics. So for each campaign, and I've actually included the customer appointment. So really 9 metrics. But
Hmm.
yeah, you'll just be watching these 9 metrics, and they're pretty much the only things that matter. And you can watch some other ones like clicks or link clicks, stuff like that. But they all determine like these metrics. These are the really only ones that
Yeah,
you
there's the small little nitty gritty ones that make up
exactly
the
these
umbrella ones.
exactly, yeah, exactly. These are the umbrella ones.
Yeah.
These are the ones that matter the most that you want to be looking at. And so also to set up, so you want to set up custom metrics and you can like save it as a preset. So
Sure. Then
each
you can
client
just do it for everyone.
exactly. So each client you sign on can like you just load up that preset and then boom. But
Hmm.
yeah, so these are the metrics. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Those are the metrics. And then this is my actual service delivery like SOP. It's like my campaigns, like setting up campaigns. This is pretty much the structure of which I set campaigns up. So let's go here. So there's 4 phases, right? There's the creative test, the copy test, the headline test, and the form test, right? And so I start off with phase 1, which is the creative test. The reason I start off with testing the creative first is because the creative is the number one thing. Like creative is king. I don't know if you've heard that term, but it's true.
Yes. No, it's
Creative
100%.
is king. Like it's the number one thing that matters the most. So it makes sense to test it first thing. So
Yeah.
this is kind of how I set it up. So I like to run one ad set. You can do one ad set or two ad sets. There's that whole debate and everything. I like to just run one ad set, one audience. If it's the contractor niche, we'll just stick to the contract niche because it's relevant
Yeah.
to both of us. I run it broad, like it's just broad. Whatever their service area is, that's the audience and that's the ad set. So I just run it broad. Usually, off the top of my head, like 30, around like 28 or 30 to like 55 plus the age range. English speaking only, unless you're working with a Spanish speaking client. Um, that's kind of the ad set, the audience. And then let's with a $50 daily budget. Um, and that's USD. I don't know about CAD. It should be around the same, but like with just USD, for example, if you're running $50 USD, so it's like you want to have, you want to choose one copy, you want to choose one headline, and then the only thing you want to change, you want to create 4 ads, and the only thing you want to change is the creative. So you want to have creative
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a proper creative. You're properly creative, like testing the creatives. So
Yeah. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
does
This
that,
makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
So
and then you're gonna line up all the best ones, the best
exactly,
copy, best creative,
exactly.
best headline.
Yeah,
After you've
exactly.
done 3 to 5 day testing. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So it takes about a month to find the winning creatives in, eh?
No, no, no. It takes like
Or,
5
or
days.
I'm saying to find like your winning like
Winning ad,
the best combinations.
winning ad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually don't know. Yeah, it should take 5, 10, 15. Yeah, around like a month. Yeah, I guess you could say. Yeah. You should have found a winning ad by then. Like I usually find winning ads like first 5 days. Is usually what happens. Because creative is king, right? And once you have so many clients, you can then just preload. This is the cool thing about the agency is you have shit that works. So you can just preload copy, winning copy that you have for other clients that you've tested and winning headlines into these new clients.
True.
And then you're just testing the creatives, right? And so, and you can throw in some winning creatives as well. Though, for creatives, I have a creative I have, but I like to run personalized pictures for roofing clients. So yeah, that's a big thing. But
Yeah, it's like that document you sent me.
exactly, yes, yes, that's exactly it. That's most of the time the creatives, but I have some like other ones that I sometimes test. And I'll kind of show you that. But yeah, this is the first phase, and you want to wait 3 to 5 days, set all this up, wait 3 to 5 days, and then you want to look at the CTR all to find the winning creative. Because remember, it is the determines how well the creative is headliner performing, CTR all, right? So
Right.
that is phase one. And the main thing you actually want to look for is the cost per lead. So if, let's say, okay, let's just say theoretically, it's 5 days in, you've ran the ads. And also, okay, before I mention that, sorry, there's a lot of things to cover. Before I mention that
You're all
though,
good.
I want to say this. Since you're running one ad set and one ad set, right? How it's gonna spend is it's gonna spend like sporadically, like all over the place. It's not gonna spend evenly. So you want each ad to spend $50, or you want each ad to spend your KPIs. Let's say you determine your KPI is $50 based on the market, based on everything. $50 is usually a good KPI, but
Fifty
let's
dollars a
say,
lead.
yeah, yeah, $50 a lead, right? For your KPI. So
Yeah.
you want each ad to spend $50, and this is really important. You want it to spend KPI, and if it hasn't spent KPI, you don't ever, most of the time, you never want to turn it off unless like there's a few exceptions, like let's say it spent like $20 and the click-through rate all is like freaking 0.3%. Like it's probably not gonna bump up to like, KPI of the click-through rate.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time, if it hasn't spent within KPI, you don't want to turn it off and you always want to keep it on. And so you
If it
always
hasn't
want,
spent within the KPI, so if it's spent $80, but you've got to send to 50, then you're gonna turn it off. But if it's spent 30 and it's set to 50, you never turn it off.
Exactly. If it's spent 30 and it hasn't spent 50 yet, you don't want to turn it off. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason is because you don't know if it works or not.
Yeah.
Like you have to let that spend, you have to let that money spend and you have to just let it run because in order for it to work or not. Because if it hasn't, if your KP, that's why step number one is to find your KPIs. Because if you haven't spent like $50 and if your KPI is $50 and you haven't let it spend $50, you don't know if it works or not. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know how else to put
Yeah,
it.
because if your lead costs $50 and you haven't, if your KPI is $50 a lead,
Yeah,
$50 an appointment, or whatever the fuck it is, and you haven't spent $50, then you haven't even gotten to the territory of where you might get a lead,
exactly. Exactly.
right? It's
So
like if you were to go to the store with a $20 bill and the fucking thing costs 40, you're not gonna be able to get it,
yeah,
regardless,
exactly. That's a
regardless
good
of
way of
how.
putting it.
Yeah, regardless of if you walk in with a Rolex or with fucking like a Givenchy sweatpants,
Yes,
$20
exactly.
bill, you want a $40 fucking package, you're not gonna be able to get it no matter how good it looks.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so that is that's the KPI. So that's really important to remember. Don't ever let it ever turn off the ads if you haven't spent KPI. Um, and yeah, so going back to the point though, the way that one ad set works, the way that the budgeting works is that it's gonna like spend, it's not gonna evenly spend. So not every so like let's say you're spending $40 a day in this example, right? And you have four creatives, right? It's not going to give each ad $10 every day with one ad set, right? How it's going to work is it's going to give like ad one like $20 and then ad two like $9 and then ad three like $1. It's going to just be random and then ad four like 2 cents or something like that. Like it's just going to be completely random, right? And
And then just
so
see how it goes.
yeah, so you want to check these ads. You want to check the ads every day. So every day you want to go in there and you want to check the thing you're going to check is the amount spent. So you're just going to check if this has this ad spent KPI and has it gotten us leads. Okay, cool. It hasn't. It hasn't. Or no. Okay, cool. It has spent KPI and it hasn't gotten any leads. Let's turn it off, right? But let's say okay, cool. Ad two. Let's say you're like the first day in, right? Ad one has spent $20, ad two has spent $20, the rest has spent zero, right? Um, you're just gonna kind of look at the data, like, okay, cool, nothing seems like off. It hasn't, none of them has spent KPI. Let's keep them running, right? You come in next day, ad three has spent like $10, ad one has spent like $20, right? And ad four has spent like $10 something. And so ad one is at like $40 uh, amount spent, and then the others
Yeah,
aren't even
$40 in total have been dropped into ad one.
exactly. Yeah, $40 have been dropped to ad one, and you still don't know if it works or not because it hasn't spent KPI. And then the next day comes, let's say you spent like $60. Ad one has spent $6. You check it, spent 60, hasn't gotten you any leads. Then you turn it off, right? But let's say it
Yeah,
has, then you keep it on. It's that simple. It's all just, and then you just keep letting it test. So if it's gotten you leads, cool, turn it on and just like let it scale. Just let it keep running so it hasn't got any leads. This is usually when I launch new campaigns, I just end up I just end up like testing this phase only. And then I find winning ads because I already have other shit that's winning. I already have winning copy and creative or in headlines, so I usually know what works. So I just let it run. I plug in new creatives. They usually do well, and I usually find winning ads right off the bat. And once I do, then I just let it run until it no longer works. And then once it no longer works, I go into phase two. But that's usually like that can be like I have a client right now actually who we're just entering phase two and I've been working him for like 3 months. We're just entering phase two. Right? So
Oh,
it's
what
like,
in terms of testing out like copies?
yeah, I just tested the creative and I've been scaling it for like 3 months and I haven't had to change it. I
Jeez,
just
fair
pretty
enough,
much
man.
just
How many
launched it.
clients do you have now?
I think like right now 8 for the agency. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you
Yeah.
doing like 15K a month?
I'm hovering around like 8 to like 12 a month right now.
Oh,
Because some
fuck
of them
yeah.
are pay like performance, like appointment or closed job. Bro, pay-per-closed job is the fucking worst offer, by the way. It is
That
shit.
shit's terrible.
It is terrible, bro. I've never
I don't
had a
even. I have
good.
3 clients. I have 3 clients. I am still new at this fucking thing. I
Mhm.
can tell you that pay per close is a bad fucking offer
It's the fucking
for
worst offer, bro.
the agency owner. That is probably the worst fucking offer.
It is. And I would even say for the contractor too, because you're better off paying someone who knows what the fuck. Because usually people are paying pay-per-close, like, like most
They
of the
don't know
time.
what the fuck they're doing,
Yeah,
and they don't
most
trust
of
you
the
enough in
time.
the
Yeah.
first place.
Exactly, exactly. And so, yeah,
And
pay-per-close.
your entire like livelihood, not livelihood, but the entire all the money you're making off of it
Hmm.
is entirely it staying in your bank account is entirely dependent on how well this guy closes.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why it
This
sucks.
guy can have a fucking mute on his sales team.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't know
that
that
is
shit.
facts. You don't exactly. That's why it's a shit offer. I would not recommend it
Why
to
would
anyone.
yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it
probably gonna just do done for you. Like I'm booking the stuff in until I hit,
yeah,
probably a couple more clients
yeah,
until I
really,
can't
really.
do it anymore, and then I'll
That's a
probably
freaking really good mindset until it breaks. Like
until
do
I
it till it
can't do it
breaks.
anymore.
Yeah,
Then it's yeah, because dude, even
exactly.
like because it's definitely it's totally doable as well. Like for a while, because I'm
It
like,
is.
all right, like I have
That's
to
what I
do.
offer. Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what am I? I'm literally doing like 3 phone calls
Yeah, exactly. And it's very scalable
a
because
week.
yeah, you're just doing like three phone calls, right? And then you just hand it to a VA or a appointment setter, and they're just doing it for you. It's really
Wait a minute, what
scalable.
do you mean?
Like the B2C appointment setting, where you call your clients leads.
Yeah, I'm calling the clients leads, but then I'm also just like confirming the appointments.
Exactly. In the future, you'll just hand that job,
I'll just give that portion of the job to
yeah,
a
to the
VA.
appointment center. Yeah, or VA. Yeah, exactly.
I'm fucking right.
Yeah. And then you're not doing it anymore.
And then I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I would do that
Oh, that's
until it
fucking
scales.
G.
Yeah. Until it breaks, not scales.
Until it breaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just, well, at that point, you hope that you have enough rapport that you can do just done for you or done with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing done for you appointment booking. And I think it's a no-brainer.
True. How are you doing outreach?
I'm actually trying to run paid ads right now.
Yeah, true. A bunch of the boys are. Eric's trying to get me on that right now, but I'm kind of like, I would like to get another couple of clients before I start launching paid ads. Because
yeah.
like, I got money coming in on Stripe, but it's the first month for like 2 of these guys, and I'm like, I'm always a little wary of spending money that I might have to return.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shit doesn't pan out. So I'm like, I don't want to be using Stripe funds for for paid ads, and all of my personal money is tied up in stock. So in terms of raw cash, I'm like, man, I don't have that much raw cash just chuck around, and because I just don't want to have to sell, I just don't want to have to sell stock.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I might just stick with the cold outreach and whatnot because again, this is the first week where I've been like contacting roofers. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of like give that a
Yeah.
fucking run, see how that goes for the month, and then
Yeah.
yeah, if I can land 2 more clients, well, when I land 2 more clients this month, that's when I'll probably start doing paid ads.
Yeah, exactly. I would and also like another paid ads thing is I don't take this from me. You know Jared Curry?
Nah,
Do you know Matt Shields?
yeah,
Yeah, it's Matt Shields' business partner.
okay,
Yeah. And so I was actually on a call with him and he so he told me this, when you're running paid ads, put all that money on a credit card. Run your paid ads a credit card. The reason is because it's gonna help you save cash flow because how paid ads works is you might not be profitable the first month. You might not even be profitable the second month, but you might be profitable the third month and you might make 30 grand in the third month, right? You might make it all back
yeah,
plus more. But up
oh
until
yeah,
that
dude,
third month,
I,
you're like down the hole, And so putting that on a credit card is
What just gives you time.
exactly it
That's
buys
why
it
it's
saves
credit
it
cards.
saves your business cash. Right? So you're not
Yeah.
burning through cash. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually literally just yesterday I was in the bank when you texted me about all that other stuff. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
setting up the business account and everything. So I've got a business credit card in the mail. Got all that jazz.
Nice. Nice.
So I can start writing shit off, doing taxes, doing grown man shit. And then
Nice.
fucking yeah, man. So then that's the plan. It would just be to run ads through credit card, through the business credit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, going back to this though. Phase
Back
one,
on track. My
yeah,
bad.
back on track. No, it's all good. Phase one is a creative test. Phase two is the copy test, right? So does phase one make sense before I get into that? Like,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like I kind of knew I knew what's the word? I knew the rough baseline. Like
yeah,
I didn't know how to test, but I knew you had to test your creative, your ad line, your fucking
exactly.
copy, your
Yeah. And
headline.
so like if I gave you an like you could you run this like right now? You kind of know pretty much like put this in the ads
Um,
manager.
bar the actual nitty gritty technical side of things,
Hmm.
and not knowing the best KPIs, I could
Hmm.
probably, but like I don't know how to set everything up in terms of
Okay,
in
what are
terms
you
of
missing?
testing.
What are you missing so I can help?
I'm missing. I don't know the steps to setting up a campaign.
Okay, so actually like putting it in the
Yeah,
ads
I
manager.
don't know how to set up a campaign,
Okay.
and
You want me to
I don't have any experience with because I again this is me this will be my first time running ads
yeah,
for a client on my own. I don't have any knowledge of the KPIs that I'm trying to hit.
yeah.
Um, I don't have any I don't have any access to any sort of copies or headlines.
I'll give those to you. Yeah. Don't worry.
Sure, that'd be
Yeah, yeah.
super appreciated.
No, yeah, I'll give you my whole copy vault, which I think I have like 20 or more than 20, I think, different like variations of winning copy that I've used that I'll like give it to
Damn.
you.
Okay,
Yeah, so I got you. I got you.
that's
And
fucking
headlines
G.
as well. Yeah. So
Thanks,
you'll
man.
have that, but would you want to like before I kind of show you the rest, I just want to make sure it makes sense for you where like you can
Yeah,
do it by yourself. So do you want to do it like now? Kind of I'll walk you through like actually setting up the campaign, like setting up this new client.
for sure.
Um,
Just to go through just to go through the stuff, the phase two and phase three briefly.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So
So
it's
it's just like
phase two is just copy test, right? And so
yeah,
same ad set, winning creative, right? So you're gonna find the winning creative. So based on this phase one
yeah,
test, let's say ad one, creative one got you like you found a winning ad and it's got you like 30 leads, right? And then it kind of started to die down a bit, right? That's the
yeah,
winning creative, right? That was the winning creative. Or there's other winning creatives based on the click-through rate all, right? So you'll look at the click-through rate all, whichever creative had the highest click-through rate all, that's the winner, right?
yeah.
Highest click-through rate all or most amount of leads generated,
Hmm.
right? That is the winner. That's the winning, that's the best creative you can use. And so
Yeah,
phase two is you're going to take that winning creative and you're going to have all the same creative, all the same winning creative. The only thing you're going to change though is the copy. So copy one, copy two, copy three, copy four, right? Same thing. Wait 3 to 5 days. And then you're going to look at the link click-through rate to find out the winning copy,
right.
or obviously the leads, whichever one has generated leads, right? So either the link click-through rate or the leads. And that's phase two. Phase three is the headline test, and it's pretty much the same thing. You kind of get it like winning creative, and then you plug in the winning copy, right? Based on the link click-through rate or the amount of leads that are generated. So whichever one had the highest link click-through rate or whichever one had the highest leads generated, that's going to be the winning copy. So you now have a winning creative, you have winning copy, and now you're testing out headlines. So headline one, so 4 new ads, headline one, two, three, and four on each new ad. Everything's the same except the headline. And then you're going to wait 3 to 5 days, let each ad spend within KPI, and then you're going to look at the click-through rate all and find the winning headline, right? And
Right.
at this point, by
And
the way,
then
at this point,
then you're just mixing and mastering.
exactly. At this point, you now have winning creative copy and headline. And
Yeah. And then
yeah,
phase
so
4 is you just make every single ad in the ad set that winning combo for the next 2 months.
yeah, usually I just like scale. Like if an ad starts getting leads, I just scale it until it breaks, right? And
Scale
so
it as in just turn everything else off and just put
no, don't
just
turn everything else off. I just let it run and I just monitor it. I go from checking it every single day to just monitoring it like every like 2, 3 days. You should still always
yeah.
check ads like 2, 3 days, but like yeah, I go from checking every day to like monitoring it because it's just because how Facebook works. Okay, Facebook's gonna say, okay, cool, this ad's working. Let's give it all the money, right? That's pretty much
Yeah.
how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then phase 4 is if you're still not getting leads, like if you haven't gotten any leads and all like everything's within KPI, it's a form problem. That is the last variable. And so I test out forms. I've never had to do this, but it's like the only
Yeah,
thing.
because the forms that you gave, the actual landing page that you have in the
Yeah.
CRM snapshot is pretty good.
Yeah, those are like bulletproof tested. Like those are,
Yeah.
yeah, those always work for me. But yeah, same process. Test the forms with all the winning creative copy and headlines, and then yeah, you now have at least one winning ad because you've literally tested every single variable.
Yeah, exactly. You tested all the variables that need to be tested. They've
Exactly.
all been
Yeah,
fucking battle tested.
exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so you want to set this up in the actual ads manager?
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
mean, I need to set it up to launch tomorrow anyways.
Yeah.
So I can just go ahead and pull up the whole shit here.
Yeah, let's do it. Here, I'm gonna get some water real quick. Here, let me
Yeah,
stop.
but take your time because I
Okay.
mean, I don't know how long it takes to like set everything up. So like,
It'll be quick, bro. It'll be pretty quick.
cool.
Here, let me give me like 1 second.
Yeah, bro, you are good.
All right, we're back. Cool, cool.
Hell yeah. Right on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let me pull my shit up. No, that was funny on that mastermind. I was like, I swear I see Zach in the background there.
Oh yeah, I
On
saw.
Panos is
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was funny.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, if you go to the actual ads manager,
Yeah.
you can go to click all tools or yeah,
Mhm.
however you want to do it. And then yeah.
Sick.
Okay. And then so let's create a campaign. Do you want me to take control?
Yeah, you can take control. I can just because I mean, if this is recorded, then I'll just be able to see everything,
Yeah,
and
it
then
is.
just let me know like why you're doing certain things,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if it's shit that I need to do every single time I'm doing it, because
Yeah.
it seems like for the most part, when you're actually creating the campaigns,
It's
as
very
long as
easy,
you
bro.
have,
It's the easiest part.
yeah, it's like tracking it and finding out what the problems are if they're not performing is the hardest part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, because it seems like it's very well at this point for you, it will be like formulaed, and so
Mhm.
like I also just kind of want to see that formula and just have it. So I'm like, okay, so for every other person, I know I can deliver because obviously you can
Yeah.
deliver,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
and so
So
just see how that's going. So then I can just learn off of how you do your own, how you do your process,
yeah.
understand why you're doing things in your process, and
Yeah.
then I can that always helps me at least for everything else in my life has made the most sense in terms of that's how we're learning. All right, I'm watching this guy do this.
Exactly.
I know why he's doing this. X, Y, Z.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let
Oh,
me
let me pull up just before this. Let me grab
yeah.
you the actual the creatives.
Here,
Yeah.
no, we'll get to the creatives. We'll get to the creatives. You don't need to
Okay,
pull them up
cool.
yet.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So the first thing we want to do is okay, so account info needed. Let's just actually we'll do this later. You know what it is, it's just confirming your you just need a verified phone number. Um, I'll let you do that. So it doesn't mess up the recording. But create auction leads. So leads campaign, obvious, because we want leads.
Right.
Right? Like, how dumbed down do you want me to get? Like, do you want me to get like, do you kind of know this, or do you want me to
Nah,
like,
man, I've never set up a
okay, okay,
campaign before.
okay. So we're gonna choose leads because that is our objective. Not the
Obviously, yeah.
awareness. Yeah. So
That makes
sales,
sense.
yeah, leads is the objective. So we're gonna choose leads. Now keep in mind sometimes this dashboard changes and everything.
Yeah.
Facebook's always updating. I'm sure you've like they recently updated as well, so they like
Yeah,
changed.
that
But
bastard Mark Zuckerberg is
they're
switched the shit.
they're always changing. I don't even think he runs Facebook anymore. I don't even know.
Nah,
But
whatever. That's
yeah,
not the
but
point.
yeah, but yeah, choose leads because that's the objective. Continue. Recommended settings, fuck that. Choose manual setup.
Be a man.
Yeah.
Set the shit up by yourself. Don't ask for help.
Yeah, because they set it up weird. So I usually just aim it like
Roofing.
roofing campaign,
True.
something like that. Or roofing leads, something like that. No categories, campaign details, auction, campaign objective leads. Let's see, show more options. That's all good. Everything's all good. Advantage campaign budget. You want that turned off. A/B testing with it turned off. Everything. Pretty much keep everything how it is, right? Then we're going to go to the ad set level. And the ad set level is where we don't mind this. It's just, yeah, don't mind that. But the ad set level is where we select the targeting and a couple other things, but it's mainly like where we select the targeting. That's the main thing. So
Right.
I just like to name this service area for my contractor clients. Keep it simple since it's like targeting. Conversion location. So this is new. Multiple. That's actually new. I do website. That's also new. It's forms of messenger. I like to do website. Um, because I like to do landing pages for roofing, right? So, or
Right.
for contracting. So, performance goal, maximum number of conversions, you leave that pixel. You're going to want to plug in a pixel here. So, you either, it looks like you haven't
I
created
because
one.
so when I set it up, it always says that Facebook has moved the pixel to data set. So I've just built out. I've just done like the regular onboarding stuff where I made the
Mhm.
ad account, I've linked the pages, I've put the card on file, and then I've made a data set.
Yeah. Yeah. So, did you create a data set or did you want, we can create one on call as well. I can kind of show you. And I can also show you how to set up the KPI, conversions API as well.
Yeah, I'll need all of that if
Okay,
that's
cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. So yeah, website, we'll create a pixel, then we'll come back to this. It's very simple. Like usually you just select a pixel here and you select by pixel. That's all it is.
okay. True.
Cost per result goal, yada yada yada. Show more options. You want to leave that by the way, so don't touch that. Um, Attribution settings. I like to keep it so I've actually tested this, right? And I actually had Leighton test this. I've tested 1 day click and then zero view through Leighton has tested 7-day click and 1-day view through. I think the best one is either 7-day click or none view through. And by the way, what this is you're pretty much telling Facebook, we want to find people who are going to click the link. It takes them 7 days to click a link. And we want to find 0 people who we just want to view. We're pretty much telling Facebook, by turning off
Yeah,
view through,
gotcha.
you want people who are only going to click,
Yeah,
right?
we don't want people to just look at the fucking creative. We want people to
Exactly. You
see it,
want people to
click
click.
it. You have to show it to them
Exactly.
seven. You have to show it to them over the course of a week
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And
until they
so,
click.
exactly. And so, view through none, either 7-day or 1-day click-through rate, you can test. It's like a little split test you could do. I don't do much of those tests, but there's some that you could do, stuff like that. But yeah, um, my recent split test showed me that 7 days is best for click-through. So we're gonna keep it at 7 days. View through is none. So, and then when you get charged, impressions, delivery type standard, budget, this is where you put the budget. So is it 50 per day?
50, yeah.
Okay, so 50 per day budget, USD, start date.
So when it says your maximum daily spend, does that mean it
Yes.
will,
So
it
how it
will,
works, I'll explain
it
this.
will,
So
okay, yeah, go ahead.
how it works is sometimes it'll spend, it says 87.50, sometimes it'll
Right.
spend 30, but over the span of, it says weekly, your weekly spend is 350. So
Yeah,
it's like over the span of a month, it will never spend over 1500. But
that,
sometimes, some
okay,
days it'll spend more, some days it'll spend less.
that makes way more sense. Yeah, I remember you told me this because like the guy, yeah, I remember the guy was like, "Why have I just spent $87?" You told me $50. I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I spend it to clients as well because they're sometimes confused about it as well. But yeah, so that is the daily budget. And let's see here, kind of going through everything. Budget scheduling, don't need to worry about any of the audience controls. So locations, right? So this is the actual location. This is the service area. You want to plug in the service area. So what's the service area?
it was Austin. I have
Austin.
the Google My Maps set up,
Nice.
so I can pull that up if you need.
Yeah, we can pull it up, or you can change it. I'll just kind of like show you kind of everything, and you can kind of tweak it after the call and everything. But
For
for now,
sure.
is put Ox, Texas. That's where the location is. So that's where you plug in their service area where you're targeting. Minimum age. Let's actually change this because they changed. So click to switch to original audience options. Um, use original audience. This is why we didn't do like the let them set it up custom because they like
Yeah.
change things. So there we go. Cool. This is the original audience option. So yeah, Austin, Texas. And now you can select the age. So because you know I said like minimum age. And
Yeah.
that's dumb. That's dumb. I don't do that. So for roofing, I like to do like 30 to 65 plus around there. Sometimes I like to do like maybe 28, but
True.
usually around there. Yeah. 30 to 65 plus is a good age range. All genders because we're targeting both male and female. Homeowners is our target avatar. We're targeting both males and females. Homeowners are usually 30 to 65 plus around there.
Yeah.
Um, and then advantage detailed targeting, you just leave that and that is pretty much it. And then placements. So I would run Advantage plus placements. So the reason is because I've actually tested Advantage Plus over manual placements, and I found out that Advantage Plus placements work better. I think Facebook changed their kind of system where they're now really good at knowing who watches what type of content. So if you're like watch more reels, then they'll show you a reel. If you watch more, um, if you're the type of person who, if you're more likely to click on an ad and if it's in your feed, or if you're more likely to click it when it's in your story, They track all that. They have an insane amount of data. This company, they literally just like, yeah, they're just a data company pretty much. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is where you track all that. Advantage plus placements. So I would choose Advantage plus placements. I don't know what I just said, where you track all that. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But
I got
like
that, brother. No worries.
yeah. So Advantage plus placements, keep that on. I will let you know because I'm always in loop with this stuff. I'll let you know if it changes because it used to be manual placements, right? Where you just do, this is what I used to do for the longest time. I used to just do Facebook and Instagram. This is where you actually choose your placements, right? I used to just
Right.
do Facebook and Instagram, feeds, stories, and reels only, and that's it. Because that's where you got most of the traffic. But
Yeah.
Facebook's algorithm has changed and it's gotten really good. And I actually had someone tell me this who's ran way more freaking ads than me. He actually told me this, and I changed it, and like as soon as I changed it, I got way better freaking results for all my clients.
Oh,
So
fuck yeah.
Advantage plus placements is the meta right now. I'll let you know if it changes. I'll keep you in the loop. But yeah, for right now, Advantage plus placements. So that's the ad set level. Does that all kind of make sense?
Yeah, this is just the area in which you're targeting the people who are going to see your ads. That totally makes sense.
Exactly. Exactly. And then also one more thing, languages. You can change this and just put oops, English. So you don't get any like Hispanic speakers. If
Oh,
you're,
yeah.
yeah, but does your client is your client like speak Spanish or no?
I don't think so. It's
Okay.
two. It's like a white chick and a black chick.
Okay, it's probably not.
So
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah. So yeah, I just put like English all. So we don't get any like Spanish. And by the way, like look, that wiped out 100,000 audience. It used to be like
That's
800
awesome.
or 900. Yeah, so that wiped out like 100K Spanish speakers. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So in terms of audience definition, you always want to be underneath the million, right?
Yeah, so audience size,
Yeah.
um no, not underneath a million. Whoever told you that is not right. Um 500K plus, I usually like to run. The
Okay.
more the better though. The more the better. And if you have a bunch, like let's say you're targeting a area and it has like 6 million, what you want to do is you want to lower the range at which you're targeting, the location, so you don't fatigue the whole audience. Um, so
Say
like
that
let's
again.
say okay, yeah, so let's say was like this had like 6 mil, right? Estimated
Yeah.
audience size was 6 mil. What I would do is I would literally test like 5 mile radius and just run that. And it's at let's say like it went from 6 mil to like 5 mil. I'd run that and until that audience fatigues. Once it fatigues, then I just expand the
Then you pop
audience.
it up.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not
How do you
running.
know when it fatigues?
Uh,
Just like,
you look at a metric. You look at the what metric is it? It is the frequency. Look at the frequency. But bro, you'll know if it fatigues. If you stop getting leads, like
yeah,
you'll know if it fatigues. It usually it takes a while for it to fatigue. Like even if you're running a 1 mil audience, it takes a long time. But
yeah,
yeah, you look at frequency. KPI for frequency is like it depends on the area. Like it totally just depends. Like maybe like 5 to 10, 5 or 10. So like that means like there's each person seeing your ad is seeing it like 5 to 10 times.
true. Okay,
Yeah. But that is the frequency.
right on.
Yeah. But yeah, does that all kind of make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then so yeah, that is the service area. And then the actual ads. So this is where we pretty much set up all the ads. And so let me close this here. So what I like to do is I usually like to call them like just add one, right? Keep it pretty simple. And
Yeah.
then Facebook page, and then this is where you'll plug in your creatives. I like to turn this off, multi-advertiser ads. I like to turn it off. Everything else pretty much same. Facebook page, Instagram account, pretty simple. multi-advertiser ads off. This means that it pretty much kind of just wastes your ad budget, makes your ads pop up in like some random places that you don't want, that nobody clicks on. So I turn that off. Website URL, is that? Yeah, that's down here. So yeah, I would leave. I think this is new. That's actually new. We usually wasn't up there, but yeah, ignore that. Add creative. This is where you plug in the actual image, the copy here in the primary text, the ad copy, the headline, and the description as well. Although you can keep the description blank.
The
A lot of the
script.
times I keep the description blank. It doesn't really
Oh, yeah.
matter. The description is like, it's like, it doesn't even show on mobile, and that's where you get most of your traffic anyways. I think it only shows on desktop, and it's like a little text underneath the headline. It's not really important at all. But yeah, that is the description. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. The media.
And those are the only
Yeah,
things you really need to worry about, other than
exactly.
putting the destination link in.
Exactly, yeah. Call to action. I always do learn more. It just is the best. There's so many options, but just learn more is like it's just very simple. It's the best, in my opinion.
Hmm.
So learn more. This is where you'll put in the landing page URL. And then, yeah, languages, you don't want that, keep that off. Everything else you pretty much leave off. Um, yeah, everything else you leave off. So the only thing you really change is website URL, add in the creative copy headline, and single image, and then turn off, what was it? Multi-advertiser ads. So yeah, do you want to plug in here the creative?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Or
Oh, go ahead.
okay, yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there we go. I do only have like 15 more minutes until I have to hop on another call. Um, we can schedule another call, but I want to like get this set up and then show you everything else or any other questions you had. I wanted to show you the pixel and I want to give you my ad copy and then answer any other questions you had. Um, let me think. This
If
is
it's just as simple as me actually uploading the
it is.
files
It
and
is.
the
It is. Yeah.
images and putting in the headline and the copy and whatever,
It's
then
that
I can do
simple.
that. I can do that off of the call.
Okay. Yeah, cool. It is that simple. So I'll leave you to do that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to duplicate right here. Click
Yeah.
duplicate that. And then, like I said, original campaign, then click duplicate. It'll duplicate that ad. And then you're just going to change the name to ad number 2 and then change the creative to another creative. Because the only thing you're going to
Sure.
change, remember, is the creative.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that makes total sense.
Okay. Yeah. And then you're going to do that with up to 5 creatives. And then, yeah, I wouldn't do any more than 5 because the budget is $50 a day. And
Yeah.
since you want each ad to spend $50 KPI, it's going to take you a very long time to spend that KPI if it's more than 5. If it's 5, it's only going to take you, what, like 5 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if it's like 10, for example, then it's going to take you 10 days to figure out if the creatives work, and that's way too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much what you do. Now, do you want me to show you, do you kind of understand all that? And do you want me to show you the pixel and everything?
Yeah, the pixel would be great, as well
Okay.
as connecting or getting the what domains you're using for
Okay,
the
cool.
just connecting the CRM and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
connecting the
I'll
calendar
show
and
you that
everything.
real quick. Yeah. And if we need to schedule another call, we can.
Yeah, yeah,
100%. Yeah. But let
sure.
me kind of,
I just wanted to get the ads actually launched for tomorrow.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
Okay.
that's what I told them at least.
Yeah. So let me show you here. So if we go to settings, oh, this is settings. Actually, if we
Yeah.
go to the actual business manager and then settings, this is
Wait,
like
I'm
the
going
Meta
to.
Business
For some
Suite.
reason, you're in Maypro right now.
Oh, let me change this. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So accounts. So we're gonna want to create a pixel, go to data sources, now in data sets. So we're gonna want
Yeah.
to go to data sets.
So
Okay,
I
so
made,
see,
yeah,
we have a
I
pixel.
made one. I just don't know I just don't know where to put it or what it does or how to connect it to shit.
Okay, so a pixel pretty much follows you around. It's like a little bug that follows you around, like
Yeah.
wherever you, yeah. You know, like a pixel kind of does. It's like
I know what it does. I just don't know how to connect it
connect.
to
Yeah,
what we need to connect it to.
I'll show you. So first thing you want to do is connected assets, and you're gonna want to connect it to your ad account so we can select it on the ad account. That's why we couldn't select it on this campaign.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna refresh the page and just quickly select it here in the service area. And it should already be selected because it's the only one. Let's see here. Let's scroll past it. There we go. Yeah. The
That's sweet.
conversion event, by the way, conversion event is lead.
Okay.
Yeah. This is pretty much like what you're trying to get, which we're trying to get leads.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's that. Then come back here and we're gonna want to go to open an events manager. And is this your go ahead level?
Yeah.
Okay. So I see a switch to sub account, and then we're gonna go back here and let's see here. Yeah, so do we have the sites? Do we have the domain like
No, I haven't connected the sites or anything.
okay,
I've set everything
do
else
we
up.
have the domain? Did you buy the domain?
I haven't bought the domain yet.
Okay, cool. So I like to buy mine from Namecheap.
Yeah.
They're very simple. And I just like to do it if you want to put in the business name and then .xyz. So client's business name .xyz.
This held down to roofer dot XYZ.
Yep, and then click search. And then .xyz doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It
It's
doesn't
just
affect it at all. Yeah, it's very cheap. Yeah, 270 CAD a year. It's that first one.
am I tweaking? Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah, so it's available. Add to cart, buy it real quick here, and then
Am I tweaking?
yeah, you click checkout.
Where the hell is checkout going? Am I
It's
tweaking?
bottom right.
Oh no, man, my Zoom was covering it.
Oh, and
Cool.
then yeah, 1 year doesn't auto renew. Yeah,
Mm, cool.
everything confirm order, and then yeah, if
The
you have an
fuck was,
account,
what the fuck was my username? Christ. Use default card. You know what I mean? Renewal settings for your purchase? No, fuck that. I'm not renewing shit.
yeah, yeah, usually it's all good. You can just click continue. Awesome. And then if we go back here, I'll take over control again while it's processing. Cool.
Yeah.
If we go back here to domains, whoops.
It's above URL,
Yeah, there we go. A domain, and then if we add in that
yeah.
domain, boom.
What?
Oh, did it not?
Oh,
Okay.
strange.
Yeah. Can you do that for me?
That's sorted.
Cool. Yep. Also want to add that. Continue. Then it's setting up the domain. And if we go back to Namecheap and we go to manage this domain here,
Yeah.
click on that. We're going to go to advanced DNS and we're going to quickly set up some DNS records that Go High Level is going to give us. So it's going to give us two records, a record and a CNAME record. I don't know if you ever set up domains, you know what that, I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I used to do Namecheap, but I didn't understand how it worked. And then,
Bro, it's the simplest in my opinion.
yeah.
It's
So I just wound up doing GoDaddy stuff because they just do it all for you.
yeah. Yeah, it's the cheapest. Or not the cheapest, the simplest. And the cheapest because you can get this for what, like $2 CAD? Like I get it for like $1 US.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it for a bunch of clients, it just kind of makes sense.
Hmm.
So paste that, a record, add, then CNAME. We're gonna add this here. CNAME, www, paste, add, boom. Then it's not going to verify yet. I already know this because I've done it so many times that it takes like maybe 10 minutes to verify. But so if you come back here, it's gonna give you an error. But
Yeah.
if you come back here in like 10 minutes, like for 5, 10 minutes, it will, and then you add it again without like, you don't need to add any of this stuff again because you've already added it. Yeah. Um, if you just add the domain again, verify it, it's gonna go through because you already added the records. It just takes like 5 minutes to go through.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the domain. And then once you have that set up, you're gonna link it to the site. So let me show
Yeah.
you here. Yeah, it's very simple. You'll see it like you'll see it. It'll link up and everything. And then let's actually add the um what's it called? The conversions API stuff. Let me add that here. So I believe it's custom value if you're, yeah. So KPI access token, KPI pixel ID. So you're just gonna go to it. It's in Events Manager. You're just gonna go to settings here on the data set and boom, data set ID, copy to clipboard, pixel ID, same thing, data set pixel ID, edit custom value, and you're gonna paste that, update. And then boom, and then you're gonna get the access token. So you're gonna scroll down here. It's gonna be uh, right, generate access token. Generate that access token. By the way,
So
this
what is this? What does this do?
it like for more customizable option, you can set up the conversions API metapixel for direct integration. And it's
Okay.
like for direct integration. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and this pretty conversions API really just helps you get more info. It helps you get more info like easier. It helps you track. It helps Facebook track things better.
True.
So yeah, you'll kind of get used to it. there's like the thing about Facebook is there's a lot of like nitty-gritty stuff. It's like really freaking in-depth, really like stuff is everywhere. But once you do it for like a couple clients, then you'll get the hang of it. Like your third client, you'll get the hang of it. Like third client, you'll have it
Yeah,
down. So it's like,
100%.
but yeah. And then so now we have KPI access token, KPI pixel ID. By the way, what this is it's just in the automation. It's go to other here. It's just a simple automation and it's scheduled when the roofing funnel, when someone fills out that
Oh, true.
survey, when someone fills out the survey, and then you're pretty much, it's an automation. It pretty much tells Facebook, hey, Facebook, this person filled out the survey, track it. And then they track it, and
Sure.
then you keep tracking it, and you train that pixel to find more people like that and get better
True.
people. Yeah.
Okay, so now
So
that's integrated into that landing page.
exactly, yeah. Because I just added with custom values. Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
do everything with custom values. Yeah.
And then
So
for the scheduling page, is the calendar all good? Just to double
calendar,
check.
let's see here. Calendar, it should be all good.
Because it should be good. I activated it. I did all
Yeah.
that, so it's
Yeah,
popping
if
up
you
in the
yeah,
page.
if you activate it, yeah, it
I
should be
just
all good.
copied the exact same shit from the other
Okay,
account, the
Pro.
tutorial.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it should be all good then. It looks all good. So if we actually go to sites, because we actually need to set up the pixel. So we go back to overview here, and then we're gonna,
Yeah, set up metapixel.
oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. We're gonna set metapixel, install code manually. We're gonna want to copy this code, and we're gonna want to go in here into the landing page. We're gonna want to click on SEO and metadata. Oh, not that. Wait, hang on. Wait, why did I say that? What is it?
All good?
It's a tracking code. Sorry.
No, you're all good, dude.
I said that very confidently, but I was wrong. We're gonna want to paste here. Can you paste for me? It's not working. Yeah, perfect, perfect. So this is the metapixel code, and it's pretty simple. We're just putting it in the um, landing page. So then we're gonna click save. So it's like it's the code inside the landing page. And also if you, so we're gonna save this here, publishes it, so it saves. Oh, it's gonna make us add a domain before we publish it. So we'll just save it for now. Once you add a domain, you can publish it, but it'll be saved. Also, do you have, you don't. So I'll help you here. Meta pixel helper. Install this Chrome extension, and I'll let you install it. I'll let you click that. But
Sorry.
yeah, if you add that extension, what it's going to do is it's going to show you on every site you go to if it has a pixel installed on it or not. So it's going to pop up. So yeah, like for example, if you go to a site with a pixel installed on it, like for example, Facebook, right? They don't have one on that one, but I know they have it on the Ads Manager. If you go to Ads Manager, they don't have it on here. Okay. Well, if you go to
Yeah,
a, yeah, I like to pin it just so it like pops up when it sees. You can change that if you want to. But yeah, this is how I like know that the pixel is installed on a website is if this pops up, it'll just light up like green. That means it's like on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And so if we link that domain, if you link the domain again, it'll be there for you. And yeah. Does that all kind of make sense? I have a call in like I'll be like 5 minutes late. It's all good. It's like a meetup call with like a setter I'm hiring. But
true.
does that all kind of make sense? Is there anything you need me to
Yeah.
go over? We can schedule another call. But are you all good to kind of launch this campaign for this client?
Yeah, it should be all right to do all of that. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just basically putting in, as long as I'm putting in the, it's just me putting in the actual stuff. Oh, can you
Send you the ad copy vault.
can
Yeah.
you send me the list of the copies, and can you send me or share me the Miro board?
Yes, yeah, I'll do that right now. Yeah, I'll send you that copy right now and then the Miro board as well. Yeah,
Yeah, and
100%.
then the if you can send this screen this recording as well,
I will. I will. Yeah.
that would be fucking G.
Yeah, I got
And
you.
then in terms of verifying phone numbers, it's just asking me to
Mhm.
verify the oh wait, it's in draft. Oh, it's just in draft. That's all set up fine. In terms of it said to like verify phone like a phone number. Where was that?
Um, that was in the that was in the yeah, if you click that was somewhere. If you go to account in overview on the top left, yeah, it's near. No, it's not that one. It's yeah, that one, not that one. Below that.
Wait,
Yeah, account overview. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you just confirm, add a phone number, everything like that.
should I
Yeah.
just add the one that I have on the
Yeah, you can add your phone even, like if you want. It'll ask for like a code just to confirm, just to make sure you're like a real person or something.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what
Uh,
is your, oh actually I know your email. Do you want me to send the copy full to the same email?
yeah. Is it Fergus at Remote Consulting?
No, it's not. It's at Gmail.
That's fine.
You want me to
Yeah.
send it to Gmail?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, bet.
Maybe phone number, text message. Yeah.
Okay, I just sent it to you. Now this bro is freaking huge. Like it's actually huge. I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
well, that's what I was gonna say. That's why I was saying thank you so much because like you tested all of
Yeah,
them.
I got you. Yeah.
Where are these fuckers at Facebook?
Yeah, I just sent that to you. But
Thank you, man.
yeah, bro, let me know if you need anything else. Do you want to
It
schedule
should
another
be.
call?
Yeah, we might as well if you
Okay.
have time tomorrow.
Tomorrow, same time?
Yeah,
Actually,
I can do tomorrow same time.
or would you be down to do, let's see, 5 p.m. EST tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. That should be 4 hours behind, so it's like 5 p.m. EST to PST. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, sick.
I
Cool.
can
Okay.
100% do that.
I'll put that in my calendar right now and invite you. Um,
Oh,
was
just before
there,
you go, the
yeah,
only last thing I wanted to ask, are these
yeah,
okay for ads?
let me see here. I cannot see.
You can't see it?
No, I think it's a different window.
Are these reasonable?
That's really good. Bro, anything with females in it is always gonna be good.
Yeah, I figured, right?
Yeah, you figured
Uh,
correctly. I've tested it. It's always good. That
yeah,
one's really good.
I'll
Anything
get
with
him.
like girls in it is always good, and just people in it. Just like any kind of people. Like
Yeah.
smiling faces, stuff like that.
Well, I was stoked when I found out it's a female-owned company because I'm like, there's no fucking way that
Yeah,
dudes in
that's gonna be
Austin
really
don't
good.
want their roofs replaced by like objectively decently pretty girls.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, those will do really well.
It's
Those will
like
definitely do super.
bulletproof business model. You guys killed it.
Pretty much.
One of the horny market. Alrighty. Anyways.
Spags.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Well, yeah, man. I think tomorrow definitely works because then we can just go over everything that I've
Yeah.
launched. see how she
Yeah,
goes.
that'll be
Oh,
perfect.
fuck. In terms of setting up the actual credit card
Yeah.
payments, once I put the like ad budget in there on the ad account, like we did
Mhm.
in the ad set, does it
Yeah.
automatically start spending?
Once it'll so how it bills in like cycles. So it has a threshold. So I think in the beginning the threshold is like if it's a brand new ad account, it's like $1, right? So it'll bill at like $1 and then it has a threshold of $1 at first, and then it builds up to like $3, then 6, then
Yeah.
10, then 20, then 50, then 100, then it bills every like 200,
Yeah,
then
but,
every
what I'm
400.
asking is if there's a card on the file,
Yeah.
do I need to link that card to the ad account or the ad manager? Or is it just that once I've made the campaign, it knows, okay, budget's $50 a day. As soon
Yeah.
as I publish that, does it just start spending?
Yeah. As soon as you start spending on the ads, it'll start billing you. Yeah. In that
Okay, as
threshold.
long as the card's on file. So I don't
Yes,
need to do
exactly.
anything else.
Yeah, yeah, don't need to do anything else. Yeah, as long as it's
Okay,
on file
sick.
in the ad account. Yeah.
All right, perfect, perfect. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I just
Got you,
figured I'd
bro.
ask right there because
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh fuck, if them tell them that, yeah, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to keep you too late. I really
No,
fucking
you're all
appreciate
good. Yeah,
it.
bro. Of course. We'll kind of go over some other stuff as well in the call. I was kind of cut off a bit. There's some other stuff I want to show you as well. I'll show you on
That's
tomorrow's
all good.
call.
As long as I
Yeah.
can get it launched, everything tracking, because like I
Yeah.
mean, realistically, we're probably not going to get any leads tomorrow, first day it
You might.
launches.
You might.
Never mind, yeah, you might. Maybe it just
Yeah.
takes off like fucking crazy. But
Yeah. It could. It
um,
definitely could.
100%. But yeah, so
Yeah,
as long
bro. I
as I
got you.
can talk to you tomorrow, we can like run over all that other shit, then it's
Yeah.
calm. And as long
Yeah.
as I've got all the information I need to launch it, just so I can tell them that I've launched it,
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
work.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I got you, bro. All right, we'll talk tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can text me or anything if you have any
Yeah,
questions or any trouble setting it up. Um,
for sure. Oh, tomorrow I'll have to go over some of the ads from that other campaign because
yeah, let's do it.
the guys wanted to update some things as well and whatnot. Because I think we
Okay.
did total last month. I think we did 8 estimates. So I didn't have to refund
Yeah.
them because I wanted to stay on for another month and just see how she goes because I was very much like big picture. A month isn't long enough to like see how it
Yeah.
all goes.
Yeah.
So they just were like, all right, well, we'll stay on. We're just not going to pay you for this month because we already paid you for the last month and the guarantee didn't state, So they were just like, we'll just give you the money.
Okay.
You keep the original payment and that'll just cover this month as well. I was like,
Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
If I remember correctly, their service area was really small. It was like
It's
very
not that
small.
small. It's like decent. It's decent sized.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll like
Yeah.
actually dive into that like big time
Vancouver's just
tomorrow.
fucking weird. It's all like super segmented into like different
Yeah.
like different area codes and shit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll dive in that tomorrow and see what we can do.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, any other questions or anything? I know if you have any, we'll hop on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I should be good then, just because I've got. Yeah, just send me if you can send me the recording, and
yeah,
then send me those things. Um, for sure. Is there any creatives off the top of your head, just before I let you go, that you would absolutely run for like a women's roofing company,
um,
like the Dirty Secret one?
that copy that
Yeah,
actually could work. That actually could work. You
because I
just
was
gotta.
thinking as
That's
soon
a
as I
good
sign
idea.
on,
Yeah,
Mike, this copy could fucking bang.
yeah. No, run it, run it. Ideas like that, like those are golden. Yeah, run it. See
Okay,
how it does. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
alrighty,
For sure. Yeah, I test it.
and
Well,
then
we'll go over it tomorrow and everything. I'll show you if
for
it's like.
sure, I'll just honestly, I'll probably just make the headlines exactly the same as the other as the other campaign.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it. Yeah,
I'll just go over it. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyways, sorry to make you late. I
No, it's
appreciate
good,
it
bro.
so much, brother.
It's all
That's
good.
that's honestly so much fucking value. Um,
Yeah, bro, I got you. There's more. There's a couple other things I want to go over. I'll show you tomorrow. We were just kind of short on time, but
Yeah,
yeah, we'll leave it for tomorrow.
sounds
Yeah.
good, man. Sounds good.
Awesome, bro.
All right.
I'll
Peace,
send you
brother.
this recording. So as soon as we get
Yes,
out,
please do. That's
I
that's
will.
the thing that I need. I need that the most, so I can just like
I
look
will.
at it and just I can. Okay, we're good.
Yes, I will. All right, bro.
All right.
Take care.
Easy. Bless. Take it
Yes,
easy.
sir.